Expertise, and I'm Angela, and I'm here today with David Lin. He is a Montreal-based musician who's quickly becoming known for his awesome violin covers of popular music. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Stay tuned, everybody, till the end of the video because David will play a short piece for us. So, how did you start making music?
Okay, so I started taking music lessons as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So piano when I was 6, violin when I was 8. And then I just kept with it. I went into university doing something else besides music. I studied business, so I left that. I kind of stopped taking lessons after high school. But I mean, after school, after I graduated, I started just doing it as a hobby and just kept it up as a passion project. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So why do popular music? What about it appeals to you as a subject for your covers?
I mean, okay, so I think popular music is something everyone understands.
Mm-hmm.
So from a pragmatic standpoint, I'm not going to practice classical music a lot and, spend more extra effort doing something that people don't necessarily appreciate. And that's not to say people don't like classical music. It's just that I've noticed that for me especially, it's a challenge because I grew up playing classical.
Mm-hmm.
I was trained that way. And pop music is something that is not really something familiar with me to begin with. So I try to just expand my horizons, and people seem to enjoy pop more than stuff that they don't associate with normally. So I think it's a win-win. It's fun for me and it's enjoyable for the audience, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do all your own arrangements and everything?
No. Sometimes I just take the originals and I'll just play that. Sometimes I'll take somebody else's arrangement if I like it. I'll usually find some sheet music online. But yeah, for the most part, I arrange my own music, and I think that's the most interesting part of the process for me. Yeah.
So, what or who would you say are your major influences?
I don't necessarily. I think my peers, really, to be frank. I think a lot of my musician friends are very, very talented, and I learn a lot just watching their stuff, talking to them, and there aren't any particular like celebrities I look up to. There are obviously a lot of great musicians throughout last century who's done amazing recordings across all genres. So there isn't any one particular person, but I really just look up to my peers in terms of what they do, and I mean these are people that are accessible to me personally, so I learn a lot from them. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So this show is very much about process.
Yeah.
Can you walk me through the process of, say, creating one of your videos?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
From like idea to finished product.
Yeah. I mean that's it varies project to project. So it usually starts with picking a song that you like. I mean, pretty straightforward. You pick a song that you like, and you start with just thinking about the sounds you want. So that's where the arrangement comes in. You also have to think about the timeline and the purpose of the video. So, for example, for my latest project, I'm working on A Whole New World with a few of my friends, and that's coming out soon. That project, we're in the finishing stages. That took 7 weeks, which is a timeline that's on the longer side for me. I've done covers that took me a day, and the idea was a pop song came out, hit the radios. I want to get it out there as soon as possible. So when that's the case, you have to really think about, okay, what do I do that's going to save me a lot of time? So then I don't arrange something for multiple instruments. I just do a quick violin. I play the piano part. Boom, it's done. And then I'll just sit in a chair, record myself. And it's what a lot of really good YouTubers do. Just simple, quick, really great music videos. For longer timelines where we have more time to do a proper production, we'll plan it out. Actually think about what we want in the visuals in the video. So after we arrange the music, which could take anywhere from a couple of days to weeks. So in the case of Aladdin, it took me a couple of weeks. I wanted to reharmonize everything because it's such a well-known song that if I just cover the original, it's not really relevant because there are millions of covers out there. So we took an original approach, reworked it, reharmonized it. We thought about what we wanted for the video. So I'll just take this as an example. We wanted to have 2 dancers along with the lead singers. And the idea was to show the dancers as the main characters as well as avatars for Aladdin and Jasmine. And so we thought about the concept first. Then we went back to the arrangement, tweaked it so that it makes sense for everybody to be involved. After that, we started recording. So in this particular case, I had a computer MIDI file play all the instruments just in the background. The singers came for a few recording sessions. I finished their tracks. Then I recorded my tracks over there. So I had 4 violins, piano, and I recorded over the MIDI as well for the click, for the metronome. And after that, I removed all the computer synthesizers. I sent it off to a pro to mix it. And then during that process, during the recording, I'm also filming. So it's a 2-step process. I script out all the scenes. So we think about, we work as a team. We think about what exactly we want in the shots. What is the story we want to tell? And then we kind of just pick locations first. That's usually the most challenging part, finding the visuals for your scenes. And we just schedule and shoot. It's really not a complicated process. We don't work with a huge set, so we don't need to rehearse a lot. Show up in location, shoot a few takes. If it's not good, we would do it. In this particular case, we actually had to, we tried to film something near a fountain. I actually prepped for that for days, and then the day of the shoot, security came and kicked us out. So that happened. So that went down the drain. But we had a backup plan, and that actually turned out better than I thought my original plan was. So that worked out. After we shoot, we just put it together, audio with the video, sync it up, and then the fun begins, the editing process. I think that to me is the most fun because the stressful part of the job is done. And just playing around with visuals, playing with the colors, making the video make sense with the audio. So just to sum up, it's a fairly simple process, but it's not. What's simple isn't usually easy. It's you start with a concept, write the music, record the music, do the video, put it together.
Yeah.
It's really in one sentence how it works. But that could take weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
It is very fun, yeah. It's a lot of fun. Keeps you up at night, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
What part do you think keeps you up at night? Is it the planning?
Every part.
Is it the organizing part? Or?
No, the organizing part. I mean, I work. My friends are pretty organized people, so I don't have to worry about that. So for me personally, it's recording my parts. They take a long time. So I'm up after work. I come home from my regular day job, and I'm starting at like 9 p.m. After I eat dinner, and then it goes to like 5 in the morning sometimes, and I have a few hours of sleep, go to work, and rinse and repeat. That's fun. That definitely arranging the music. Once you get started, you're looking at the clock. You don't look at the clock. You just start, and then it's like, well, it's 3 a.m. How did that happen? And then you go to bed. So for me, it's just the music part is what takes the longest time.
Yeah.
Shooting the video for me doesn't take a lot of time. It's time consuming for everybody. You show up at set, you shoot. But planning for the video is also very time consuming. You sit down, you just think about it. Most of the planning is actually watching other videos for inspiration. A lot of my time is spent just watching YouTube videos. I just go on YouTube and I watch a lot of things, a range of things, and I watch a lot of movies too, just to get ideas for cinematography. So yeah, a lot of most of the time spent for projects like this on this scale is just the prep work. So the actual doing it in terms of filming that's like 1/10 of the actual time spent.
Of course, yeah. All right. What is something you wish you'd known about music before you started?
You mean started doing these projects?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
before
mean,
you embarked on this journey.
Right. I really wished that part of my education before included knowing the music production side, so audio engineering, mixing and mastering,
right?
And also understanding a little bit about how the pop business works, how to create a track, how to market it, how to sell, that kind of thing. I feel like I can speak for myself, but I think a lot of people can probably relate. Like a lot of kids grow up and they study classical music or some sort of music, and it's great. And we study sort of the technical sides of playing, understanding how to appreciate music, but we don't really learn how to produce. That side of the education is usually not present until you take classes in college, which I didn't do. So I really wish that I had done that before, because now I'm sort of just learning myself, and I'm nowhere near as good on that side as I like to be. But I'm getting better. So hopefully I mean, yeah, that's the main thing I would say is just how to actually produce a track. Playing and producing are two very different things.
Yeah. Well, I imagine it just keeps changing, right? It keeps evolving.
It keeps evolving.
The technology
keeps evolving. I mean, the basic theory of production doesn't change. I mean, it's you starting with decades ago analog production all the way to present day digital audio production. The theories behind sound don't change, but obviously the techniques change a lot.
Yeah.
So.
So you mentioned you work, right, and you stay up late to record your music. How do you integrate your art into your daily life?
I don't. I keep them very separate. My job is I worked in finance before, and now I'm a news producer. I do not I don't. There's nothing related to music.
Yeah.
Music is sort of a passion. It's an escape for me. So they're not. I guess it's time management. Just keep your life organized if you can. I haven't done groceries in a while, but that says more about me than my music.
Okay. I do hope you're fed,
Yeah, takeout is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and pizza delivery. Got a lot of pizza in my fridge. It's stale. Yeah. Camera's still rolling?
Yes, it
Great.
is.
Fantastic.
It's all about suffering for your art. That's what it is.
I see that's where we disagree. I don't consider this suffering. In a twisted sense, I enjoy it.
Well, that's important too.
I absolutely. Yeah. There's happiness in suffering. I like the most fulfilling part of the process is the very end. When you see the finished product and you just feel a sense of accomplishment and then on to the next. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right, then. Favorite aspect of making music?
I would say it's the concept part. Figuring out what to do. Again, that process could take days to weeks. Sometimes just minutes. Like if it's a quick cover, I know exactly what I want to do. Grab the sheet music online, play it. Nothing fancy. But that part to me is always the most fun in terms of the process because I like the creative aspect. I think recording, filming, editing, those are very technical things that need to be done.
Yeah.
And I don't find that as fun as actually planning it. Doing it and planning are very different things. Yeah.
Cool. And least favorite? Is there anything that frustrates you?
A lot of things frustrate me in the process. Mostly technical hurdles. I don't think there's any part that I don't like in terms of the process. I wouldn't do it. And why would I do this? I'm not getting paid. Process. Least favorite part of the process. I really can't pinpoint one part. Usually it's things I don't know how to do.
Okay.
And then I spend days just figuring it out. Looking back though, those have always been the most rewarding parts of the process because then I can build on those skill sets. Next time I do a project, I don't have those issues anymore. So least favorite things are always when I hit an obstacle, and you do every time.
Yeah.
So every time, every project, I try to push myself to do something new because for me, it's also a learning process. If I don't do something different, I don't learn. And so every time, inevitably, you run into hurdles. And it's always very frustrating. It puts you in a bad mood for days. And just people show up to work like, "You okay?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm not. Nothing to do with you. You're good." But like, I'm not. Anyway, so that's always frustrating. Least favorite part. But again, least favorite part is always the most rewarding part at the very end.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So when you do hit those obstacles or you experience stress, something like that, how do you personally cope?
Take a nap.
Take a nap?
Yeah, I say that with a smile, but that's very important. Take a nap. You usually solve half the problem.
Probably.
Take a nap, wake up, and I mean, just reach out for help. A lot of people, a lot of artists, I find, don't do that. I am in no way an expert in the things, in the various aspects that I do. I feel like every step of the way, there's somebody out there who does it better than me. So if I'm stuck, I just reach out for help. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, like I said, tutorials. Yeah. I spend like half my time just watching tutorials. I reach out to my friends who are pros for help. They're great people, fantastic people. And so, there are usually a lot of resources around you that you can utilize. Reach out for help, figure it out, rinse and repeat. Take a nap.
And do you get creative block? Any times when those ideas are just not flowing?
I don't. I get technical blocks. Creative blocks, I feel like aren't limited. I have so many ideas in my head and on paper that I don't know how to do yet.
Okay. Do you have like then the opposite where you have too many ideas and you feel like
all the time?
Yeah.
All the time. I have too many ideas and I don't know which one. In a project like this, in a Latin project, it's so many visuals, so many sounds I want to create. It's finding the optimal, finding what makes sense, and just narrowing it down. You can't have 40 different scenes in one video that's 4 minutes long. It doesn't make sense unless you're filming K-pop, which I don't have the budget to do. K-pop videos are fantastic, by the way. Check them out if you haven't.
One day, you never know.
One day, you never know. Everyone started somewhere, right? I really think that watching pros do their work is a great inspiration. But anyway, yeah, I don't have creative blocks, and I usually have too many creative ideas. It's about narrowing it down.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so I think we've talked about a lot already, but do you have any advice for people starting out? Making music, making videos like yours?
Yeah, I talk to a lot of people, and the number one thing that holds them back is, I don't think my stuff is good enough. I don't want to post it. Yeah, it probably sucked at first. My work sucked at first. It probably still does, according to some pros. But I mean, put it out there and just have fun doing it, and that's how you get better. Don't be afraid of criticism. I would say is the number one thing. Yeah, just do it. A lot of people just don't do it. Just do it. Starting off, everyone is going to inevitably hurt or have hurdles, and then you just you just take a nap and do it again. Yeah.
The power of sleep.
Yeah, I don't work for a sleep consultancy. I just this is not a plug for a mattress company.
On the other hand, if there are any mattress companies out there
that would like to advertise,
would like to sponsor.
I don't know what to say.
All right. No, I think that's very good advice. No, we were joking about this, but I think sleep is very important, right?
I think it's very important. Yeah.
You recharge.
You recharge.
Get a new perspective.
And reach out for help if you're stuck. Don't sit there and brood over it. Just talk to people. I've had those days like, why can't I get this? Well, it's because I don't know how to do it. Talk to somebody who does. Yeah. And most importantly, just have fun doing it. If ever you're thinking you don't have fun doing it, there's no point. Literally, there's no point. Why would you spend hours staying up till 6 a.m. doing something you don't like for no money?
Right.
You're out of your mind.
That doesn't make any sense.
No. Do it because you love it. If you don't do it, just do something else.
Yeah.
I think it's important for people to realize. When people want to get started, it's like, I want to make a music video. I want to be a singer. Well, okay, do you do anything by yourself? Like, no. Well, go do it. Right?
Helps.
I sound like my mother. Mom, if you're watching this.
You're rubbing off on him. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He listens.
20 years too late.
Okay, well, we're going to get to David playing in just a sec. But essentially, how can people find out more about you and your work?
I have a YouTube channel, David Lin Music. I post all my work there. That's the best place. I have all my completed videos there.
Yeah.
Instagram as well, but I post snippets. So follow me on Instagram, David Lin.
Yeah.
David Lin Music, YouTube.
Right. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Facebook as well. I have a Facebook page.
Yeah. And we'll have links to all of this in the description of the video.
Yeah.
Below. Yes. So check out his YouTube channel.
Check it out. New projects coming your way.
All right. So, let's get to the music. And now, David Lin, what are you going to be playing for us?
Something traditional Chinese. I figured most of my stuff is pop, so I switched up. Play something different for folks.
Cool.
This is something I learned in my childhood, and I've never recorded it, so let's see how it turns out.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for playing it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been Everyday Expertise. I'm Angela. Bye. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this interview. Be sure to share this video with friends and colleagues who may also enjoy this topic. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below or check the description for our social media. See you next time.